30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The chart goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Deion Henley gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
19 yards there on the catch and run. The slot man in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
2nd and 11 now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. We're scoreless after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They work now on 2nd and 9. Open man right side is Shark. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Wilson. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Alert, 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 alert.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Watkins, 50 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tough to bring Bryant down. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Herbert's throw taken in by Chark. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Herbert. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought.
Fuck, bro! What's it going?
It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now Wilson changing the play. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Play action. Now Wilson on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith Buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Wilson going to change things up here. Now Wilson on first down. He's got this to Pickens.
That's crazy that he caught that shit.
Smithfield. Almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll try the right side with Harris. He can't get him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
36 power.
Here's Wilson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some room to work. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey, easy.
On second down, this is Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Herbert on first down now. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Yo, why is Chark not jumping?
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 122 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Wilson now to throw on third down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Wilson wants to throw it out to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 8 yards out. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Well, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Well, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not the act. And run it back, and you see how I act. Within I lack.